everyone, welcome to another episode of Excela Health Virtual Mall Walkers, and happy Halloween Mall Walkers Day. Since we are not able to meet in person for our annual Halloween Mall Walkers event, we thought we'd still have some fun today and dress up for this episode. Hope you enjoy. Also, we have some special treats in store for you since it's Mall Walkers Day. Today we have Dr. Catherine Bender from Excela Health Jeanette Family Medicine, and she's going to be sharing the importance of getting your flu shot this season and why it's so important to get the flu shot, now more than ever. Let's welcome Dr. Catherine Bender.
Hi, I'm Dr. Catherine Bender. I'm with Excela Health Medical Group at Jeanette Family Medicine. I'm here today to talk about getting your flu shot. Now that it's October, the seasons are getting cooler, we see plenty of viruses going around. This year, getting your flu shot is even more important with COVID-19. Unfortunately, there's not a vaccine for COVID-19 yet, but there's still just your annual flu shot that you can get for protection. Now, it's important that you get your flu shot every year for anyone that is 6 months of age or older. The strains of the flu that circulate each year change year by year, so it's important to get a new flu shot every single year, and typically we recommend getting the flu shot in October. Now, the flu season is from October to May, so getting your flu shot now around this time will give you some protection before we start to see a lot of cases of the flu going by. Once you get your flu shot, it does take about 2 weeks to get protection from the flu, so it's better that you get your flu shot earlier than later. Now, the flu shot we often hear is not 100% effective, and that's true. No shot can be 100% effective, and the effectiveness changes year by year depending on which strains are circulating. However, even if it's not a 100% match, the flu shot will still provide you protection each flu season. If you were to get the flu shot and still end up getting the flu, that disease would not affect you as much as if you didn't have the flu. Studies have shown that people who get their flu shot and end up with the flu, they do not end up in the hospital for as long or end up in the ICU as often. So the flu shot will still provide protection every year. Now, some people feel like they never get the flu, and that's okay because good, you're healthy. But this year with COVID coming around as well, there's no vaccine for COVID, so at least if you get the vaccine for the flu shot, you'll still have some protection from the flu. Because if you get both COVID and flu at the same time, chances are you would not do as well as if you got one or the other alone. Now, the symptoms of COVID and the flu are very similar, so often it's hard to tell the two apart without testing. But luckily, the things that we're doing for COVID can also help us protect from the flu. And that's things like washing your hands, wearing a mask, trying to stay away from people when you are feeling sick. So those are all great things that can help protect you this winter. But it's very important that you get the flu shot, so I hope you all go out to go get it. Thank you so much for taking a chance to listen to me. Thank you.
We want to thank Dr. Catherine Bender for being with us today and teaching us how we can squash the flu this season. Speaking of squash, let's check in with Dawn to see what she's cooking up in her kitchen on another segment of What's in Your Pantry.
Happy Halloween, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of What's in Your Pantry. We have a guest joining us today. His name is Mr. Bones, and he is very eager to learn about what kind of winter squash we're going to be talking about today. So, squash happens to be the theme for today. It is a fall favorite produce. And when I was shopping for this food demonstration, I came upon many varieties of winter squash. So just to name a few, today we're going to be talking about butternut squash, but there's also acorn squash, spaghetti squash, delicata, so all different kinds. And your recipes this week each feature a different kind. So let's talk a little bit now about the health benefits of butternut squash. First of all, butternut squash is low in calories. It is high in fiber, okay, and we know that fiber helps lower our risk of certain types of cancers. butternut squash is also packed with vitamins A and C. And we know that vitamins A and C help support our immune system, okay? So this is gonna be the perfect squash to enjoy during this fall season, because you know we're coming upon cold and flu season, right? So we want to try to stay healthy. We're gonna hopefully make this salad, and I hope you enjoy it as much as I do. So the name of the recipe is roasted Brussels sprouts and butternut squash salad, okay? So I actually just made this recipe last week for some friends that came over for dinner, and it really got rave reviews. So the star of the show is the butternut squash. Okay, so we're just gonna go over the ingredients. So I actually purchased my butternut squash already cubed. That's a little kitchen shortcut that you can take if you want. We're gonna include some Brussels sprouts, some shallots, olive oil, salt and pepper. That's the basis of the salad. And then we're gonna make a dressing out of sherry vinegar, tahini. Now tahini is a paste that is made with roasted sesame seeds, okay? It has a wonderful fall flavor, very nutty. So I think you're gonna enjoy this dressing. Also, we have maple syrup to add to the dressing and some chopped fresh rosemary. All right, so let's get started. This recipe is very easy because all you're gonna do is you're gonna take your vegetables. Look at the color of this butternut squash. It is so pretty and orange. And then you're gonna add the Brussels sprouts and the shallots. We're gonna sprinkle this with some salt and pepper. And then we're gonna drizzle our olive oil on it. Okay? All right, so we're gonna mix this up. Make sure it's all coated nice with the extra virgin olive oil. Now, this recipe makes 4 servings, and I'm actually gonna eat this for dinner tonight, so I'm actually cutting the recipe in half because tonight it's just my husband and I. All right, so this looks pretty well mixed up. You can see the beautiful orange and green colors. Then we're gonna put this on a baking sheet. Another kitchen shortcut is I always like to line my baking sheets with parchment paper. That just makes cleanup so much easier. So you're gonna pour this salad mixture out into the baking sheet. All right, we're just gonna spread this out evenly. All right, and then we're gonna put this in the oven at 425 for about 30 minutes, okay? So that's gonna go in the oven. And then while that's roasting, we're gonna make our dressing, okay? So in the mason jar, we're gonna put our sherry vinegar, the tahini, okay, and you can see it's a paste. All right, then the maple syrup and the chopped fresh rosemary. And I have rosemary outside my kitchen window here, so I just went out and chopped some fresh. Okay, then we're just gonna shake this up. Then after the salad is done roasting, you're just gonna drizzle this dressing right on your salad. Now, if you don't wanna make this dressing, if you're afraid to try the tahini, you know, not everybody likes the flavor of this. I happen to love it. It is a very different flavor. If you don't wanna make this dressing, you know, I always have a substitute. So you could just drizzle balsamic glaze right on the salad, okay? So drizzle the salad with the dressing, and then we're gonna top it with some dried cranberries, okay? Give it some color, some extra antioxidants. And then the recipe calls for toasted walnuts or pecans. I actually am using sunflower kernels. And the reason I'm using sunflower kernels is because they are super high in selenium, and selenium is a mineral that helps support our immune system, okay? So, you know, after the roasting and after the dressing, you're gonna top it with these 2 toppers, okay? So, there you have it. It's the perfect side dish for the fall. It's called roasted Brussels sprouts and butternut squash salad. So I hope you give it a try. It certainly is delicious. It's going to be well worth your time. Super easy and packed with nutrients. So the healthy habit for today's episode is help support your immune system during cold and flu season by including vitamin C rich foods. Okay, so this salad as it stands, okay, 1 1/4 cups is a serving. It has 225 calories, 9 grams of fiber, and the best part, 181% of the daily value for vitamin C. Okay, so it is loaded with vitamin C. Vitamin C helps to support your immune system. Okay, so try to include some vitamin C rich foods in your diet during this cold and flu season, right? So also to support your immune system, you want to stay hydrated. Remember to cover your mouth and wash your hands. Okay, just a couple little tips there. So once again, I want to thank you for joining me for What's in Your Pantry. I hope you will stay tuned next time when we are going to be making some healthy homemade holiday food gifts. All right? So until then, stay healthy, stay tuned, and we'll see you later. Bye-bye.
Welcome back, Mall Walkers. We hope you enjoyed Dawn's cooking demonstration and our healthy habits tip of the day. Be sure to check your email inbox for some additional content that we've sent to you, including 3 healthy recipes, an exercise challenge, a decompress your stress segment, and our thought of the day, plus 2 additional resources. One that talks about the health benefits of butternut squash, and the other one talks about 10 squash varieties that you should be adding into your diet. Make sure you check out those great resources. Also, we want to give you more time to plan and prep your Halloween costumes, which is why we've decided to extend the deadline for our annual Halloween costume contest. Make sure you check your email inbox for more information and make sure you submit your photos. We can't wait to see what you come up with, and we can't wait to see your Mall Walkers pride. That's all we have for today. We hope you have a great day, a great weekend, and we'll see you next time.